Welcome to the Real Estate Baller Show. If you ever like any of the video we posted, if you like this channel, can you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button? It helps us more than you know. And the bigger this channel gets, the more people we can help achieve financial freedom. Thank you and enjoy the episode. So Sammy, at what point in your 15 years that you had a turning moment or an impactful moment?
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of those. You want me to talk about a positive experience or something that's impacted me in a positive way?
A moment that changed you.
A moment that changed me. Recently, and this one's pretty sad, and I'll say it because I think a lot of people like to just glamorize what we do and they think it's all fun and games. And I think that has a lot to do with like the Grant Cardones and all those other guys that sensationalize real estate investing and exaggerate things. We had a property under contract in Detroit when the weather was still cold, and they were heating the place with a propane heater. And Freddie was the one at the appointment. He talked to them and he warned them. He said, please, you guys can't do this anymore. You got to shut this off. And you guys have to find a different way to heat, but the circumstances forced them to have to heat their house some way. And we couldn't get a hold of them like 2 weeks post-contract signing. And we were calling, never got a hold of them. We finally get a call back from a family member of theirs, come to find out that they were a couple that were in this house, that they were selling it to us. They had died of carbon monoxide poisoning in the property, and that really impacted us. And it was, we've all got funny stories and we've all seen a lot of stuff in this business, but that one hit us so hard because it was entirely preventable and it was driven by poverty. And I just wish we could have gotten to them sooner and helped them out of that situation. We were so close, They were going to get a nice chunk of change and they were going to be able to restart somewhere. We just never were able to cross the finish line. And and that one hurt, definitely. That was an eye-opener for us. It made us very grateful for what we have, what we're able to do. And like I said, being, two young people dying just because they couldn't afford to heat their house.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's 2022. We shouldn't have that anymore.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that story. That's the reminder to all of us to just be grateful for what we have.
Yeah, definitely. It was profound in the way that it changed our outlook on the business. Because, we all say that we love helping people and we all have feel-good stories of helping people. And we do really provide a service. We provide a service that really often results in a win-win situation. And that's why I always stress you have to approach this in a moral way. Like you have to have a moral compass. You have to do right by people. And you'll always, the good karma will always come back to you. But that story was so black and white, and it really put things in a different perspective for me, where something was so entirely preventable. And that's what really keeps comes back over and over. And it really bothers me that, it's just they're just living such a basic existence and they couldn't even stay warm, but we can't solve these problems. These are not the problems for us to solve. But if we can bring awareness to these types of things, I think that goes a long way towards hopefully preventing somebody else from falling into the same trap. But yeah, it's a tough one.
That is. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. I do have a favor to ask. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with more amazing stories and insights from REBallers. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. I've been asked a lot about passive investment, and I understand that there is nothing passive about being a landlord unless you can find a great property management company. So if you own an Airbnb, a vacation rental, or a short-term rental, and you are looking to free up your time, contact our team at Buzz Vacation Rentals at 281-549-8432, or check out our website at www.buzzvacationrentals.com.